My family, it worries me that the British tabloid press are working so hard to penetrate the US market, to spread their tabloid-like journalism in the US, like they have done in the UK. And my family, what they do is not journalism. The tabloids in the UK spread division, bigotry, hate. And my family, they cannot be allowed to do that in the United States of America. They should not even be allowed to do what they do in Britain. And my family, today, I saw a video of the White House Press Secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, being asked questions about Harry and Meghan and Archie and Lilibet in a White House press briefing. And my family, I want you to hear this yourself, because we continue to see how tabloids in the UK are doing everything in their power to find a way to gain access to Harry, Meghan, and their kids, using any means necessary. My family, please kindly hear this yourself.
There's been some reporting by my colleagues in the British press that His Majesty King Charles would like to visit his grandchildren in California and could do so in conjunction with a state visit. Has there been any discussion, or will there be any discussion between President Biden and Prime Minister Starmer about such a visit?
So I don't have anything to share.
My family, did you hear that? Did you hear that? He says his British colleagues, my family, are telling him that King Charles could come over to the US, and when he's there, he could come over and visit Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. In our state visit, my family, that Charles wants to make to the United States of America. Now, where did all this stuff come from? Where did all this stuff come from? It came from Carnival of so-called expert Tom Quinn. My family, Tom Quinn said this just a couple of days ago. He said, and I quote, that King Charles is in discussions to finally visit Prince Harry in Montecito, whereby he says that Charles is keen to be a friendly grandfather to Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, but would have to travel to Montecito to visit Prince Harry's children. And that there is a gap in the king's schedule next month where a possible visit could take place. And the person who was at the White House, my family, was basically asking on behalf of the British press whether this is true, whether these arrangements are being made. My family, and they're asking this because apparently Joe Biden and the new Prime Minister of Britain, Keir Starmer, are going to be meeting. And then they're saying that when they're meeting, could they talk about whether or not, Charles will come over and see Archie, Lilibet in Montecito? And yet, all experts, UK media, say that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant. Yet my family, they go and ask questions in the White House. Questions about Harry and Meghan and their kids. To the White House. To the White House. They are going there to ask questions about Harry and Meghan. These people told my family, Meghan, to leave. She left. And now they've decided to go to a country, to the United States of America, to ask questions about her, my family, at the White House. And my family, thing is, we've been seeing so much of this stuff happening, whereby UK media, I have noted, are trying to use powerful officials in America to try and make them do their bidding. For example, in the case of Donald Trump, the former president of the United States of America, my family, and someone who is vying to become once again president of the United States of America. Trump has been approached by the UK media, whereby they want to use him to do their bidding, to do what the tabloids have failed to do, and that is separate Harry from Meghan, destroy the life that Harry and Meghan have created and built for themselves in the United States of America. Destroy the peace that Harry and Meghan have created and found for themselves in Montecito by trying to get Harry deported from the United States of America. And my family, UK media, are using Heritage Foundation, who also have close links to Donald Trump, and of course the UK tabloid media, the right-wing UK tabloid media. They are super close, and they're using Heritage to try and achieve the bidding of the British media, who clearly are extremely desperate to get Harry back or force Harry back to the UK. Now, my family, I can't help it but remember the words of Carnival of so-called expert Hugo Vickers, whereby he says, you know what, in 10 years' time, Harry will come back to the UK. And he won't want to. He says, and I quote, he won't want to. Harry won't want to come back. What does that tell you? It tells you that my family, they somehow want to force him back to the UK. And then he said that if he comes back, let's be nice to him. My family, like UK media, can ever be nice to Prince Harry? Despair. No. They have no intentions of being nice to him. They just want to keep him there by force in the royal fold. Have they no shame? Whereby you're trying to force someone who does not want to be with you, who does not want to be around you, to stay with you. My family, just today, it has been announced that Prince Harry is going to take part, my family, in an ITV documentary about phone hacking. And Prince Harry has told ITV's reporter Becca Barry why he is fighting to expose the illegal activities of Britain's tabloid newspapers. But UK media like, Harry, please come back. If you come back, they're going to treat you well. UK media are using people who they're close to in American media to get them to ask questions to the White House, questions about Harry, Meghan, and their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana, whereby we all can see that UK media are trying to find a way to gain access to Prince Harry and Meghan and their beautiful kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. My family, they must never ever gain any kind of access to either Harry or Meghan and their kids. You know? Or even their kids. They must never ever gain any kind of my family access. And King Charles is someone who evicted Harry, Meghan, and Archie and Lilibet from their only UK home. He never thought about Archie and Lilibet when he was doing what he was doing. King Charles took away security from Harry, Meghan, and Archie. He didn't think about Archie when he did what he did, when he endangered Archie's life. We know for a fact that King Charles and Kate are the two senior members of the royal family who are concerned about Archie's skin color. But the tabloids want to tell you and the world, by using my family, American media outlets, by even going to the White House to spread the propaganda there, they're going there to try and, my family, push the agenda of Charles, whereby Charles clearly is interested in painting himself as a caring grandfather who loves his grandkids, Archie, Lilibet, who longs to see them, who longs to be with them, who longs to get to know them. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. He doesn't care about Archie. He doesn't care about Lilibet and my family. He most certainly doesn't care about Harry and Meghan. He, just like the British tabloid media, only care about using Prince Harry and Meghan's kids, Archie, Lilibet, for his own PR needs, to get good press for himself. My family, that's all Charles truly, my family, cares about. My family, even Harry, said this about my family, Charles. And I quote about, what Harry said about Charles. He says that my family, King Charles, hated their hate. He hated the hate of the UK media. He clearly never wants to be on their bad side. But oh, how King Charles loved their love. He loves it when they give him good press. He loves it. He enjoys it when they try to portray him as a caring grandfather who longs to see Archie and Lilibet Diana, who's moving heaven and earth, even trying so hard to create an event, a moment whereby he'll be able to come over and see Archie and Lilibet in Montecito. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. If Charles wanted to see Archie, Lilibet, I can promise you as a fact, for a fact, if he really wanted to see Archie and Lilibet, by now, he could even be seeing them in person if he wanted. But clearly, he doesn't want to see them because he refuses to create a safe environment that will enable Archie, Lilibet to come over and visit the UK. Prince Harry has to fight in court to get security for his kids, Archie and Lilibet. Harry has to fight for that in court. And yet we all know, at least anybody with common sense knows, if Charles and William made a phone call, Prince Harry and Meghan and the kids will have 24-hour protection, police protection. But clearly, they don't want to. They want Harry to believe that it's just the government's decision, that only they can decide if Harry gets security. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. My family, Harry is the king's son. Archie and Lilibet are the king's grandkids. My family, do you think that if Charles went to the Home Office and told them, I want my son to have security, do you think they'll say no? Do you think they'll say no? They won't. They won't. But he refuses. Today I saw that when members of parliament in Britain are basically, getting into office, they have to take an oath. And they give or make an oath of allegiance to Charles. They have to. They have to. Before they sit down in parliament, they have to declare that they'll be loyal to Charles and his heirs. They have to make that oath. So my family, when I tell you, even when I saw them doing the oath, I just was like, I am reminded, if Charles wanted Harry to have security, even the Home Secretary, my family, the head of the Home Office, none of them will say no. Why? Because they have to bear true allegiance to Charles and his heirs and Prince William. So that's why we keep saying, if they wanted Harry, Meghan, and their kids to have security, Prince Harry will not have to go to the government and say, please give me security. No, my family, no. Charles and William could easily ensure he gets what he wants, but they refuse to give Harry what he wants. Yet, my family, I just saw members of parliament in the UK who are taking or making an oath of allegiance to Charles, declaring that they'll bear true allegiance to Charles. And you're telling me that my family, they'll say no to Charles when he asks. If he asks for Harry to have security, they will not say no. They will not say no. So my family, all these attempts by the media to paint Charles as a caring grandfather, all this stuff makes me sick. It makes me sick. My family, I do have to say, it makes me sick. It makes me so sick. My family, Tom Quinn says that, Prince Harry is hesitant to bring his kids to the UK and has said previously there is no way he'll bring Meghan or the kids to the UK without adequate security. And Tom Quinn now says that there are discussions ongoing for the king to embark on a private visit to the United States of America. And that he's doing it because he's desperate to see, Archie Lilibet. And Charles has the idea that Archie and Lilibet will not remember him as the warm, friendly grandfather he wants to be. My family, I can tell you something. If it's true that Charles truly wants to see Archie and Lilibet face to face, let me indulge this stuff. If it's true for a second, for 1 second, and once again, I'm calling this story for being BS and just lies. But if it is true even for a second that Charles really wants to see Archie Lilibet face to face, my family, he only wants that because that's what UK media have asked from him. A photograph of Archie and Lilibet that they can use to print and, to publish on their front pages, to put on their online websites, That's what I believe UK media will ask for or are asking for from Charles. We see, for example, how they clearly want that from Thomas Markle. Otherwise, Thomas Markle, on his birthday, was like, I would love to see Meghan. And right now, I'll be content with a photograph of Archie, Lilibet, and he wants Meghan to give him the photo. Because a photograph of Archie, Lilibet will sell papers, will make a fortune for Thomas Markle, because I know already he must have been offered so much money if he can get a photograph of Archie and Lilibet and hand it over, like he handed over Meghan's letter that Meghan had sent him, you know, and that Daily Mail illegally published, you know. So my family, this is a thing that fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. There is no way that Meghan is ever going to say to Thomas Markle anything. Not a letter. And most importantly, especially not a picture of Archie and Lilibet that Thomas Markle wants to use for himself, wants to sell to the Daily Mail. And for what? So that Meghan has to sue Daily Mail again? No. No way Meghan wants to go through what she's gone through again at the hands of the UK media. Meghan wants peace. That's what she wants. And King Charles only wants to get good press for himself because that's all he cares about, getting good press. And my family, he'll use Prince Harry, he'll use Meghan, he'll use Archie, he'll use Lilibet, he'll use anybody just to get good press for himself. That's what Charles will do. This guy has no interest in peace with Harry and Meghan or their kids. He just wants to be able to use them for his own PR needs. That's all Charles cares about. Let's be very, very clear, my family, on that. And my family, can you please continue, hearing this, my family, once again, what my family is being, asked, and also the response of the White House press secretary, my family. Can you please continue hearing this, please?
Has there been any discussion, or will there be any discussion between President Biden and Prime Minister Starmer about such a visit?
So I don't have anything to share. That is something, obviously, that the State Department and NSC would certainly engage on if that were to be the case. As you know, the new Prime Minister will be here for the NATO alliance. I just mentioned that there will be a bilat between President Biden and the new Prime Ministers. The President looks forward to that. An upcoming visit that involves the King Charles.
My family, you've heard that yourself, what the White House press secretary, my family, has said. That clearly, she knows nothing about my family, this tabloid propaganda, going on, and has told basically the guy who was asking the question to basically go ask the State Department because they would know. If there's anything going on, they would know. And my family, basically, I don't think a prime minister who's coming for a NATO meeting, to see also, to meet up with Joe Biden, will be coming over to the United States of America to talk about, drama in the royal family being created by the UK tabloid media. There's no way. There's no way, my family, at all. But clearly, that's what UK media want, to create drama around Harry, Meghan, and clearly now they're targeting their kids also, Archie and Lilibet Diana. My family, Harry and Meghan protect very well. Who Harry and Meghan love and adore very well. And if they think that Prince Harry and Meghan will hand over their kids to the British tabloid media to be exploited and used, the my family, they should think again. Harry and Meghan will not do any such thing. Harry and Meghan will do no such thing. Harry and Meghan will keep on protecting their kids. Harry and Meghan will keep on loving their kids. Harry and Meghan will keep on adoring their kids and protect them from being used and exploited by people like Charles and the British media, who clearly, my family, want to be able to exploit Archie and Lilibet Diana, my family. If UK media want to make money from royal children, let them look at William and Kate's kids, who are funded by the taxpayer in Britain. Stop trying to find a way to gain access to Archie and Lilibet Diana. Focus on William and Kate's kids. They are funded by the taxpayer. Harry and Meghan work to pay their own bills. Harry and Meghan work to provide for their own kids. UK media pay for nothing to fund Archie, Lilibet. And even right now, as you can see, they still think they somehow, have this kind of ownership or feel this kind of ownership over Archie and Lilibet. Archie, Lilibet, Harry and Meghan are free. And the UK media need to understand that. The ones who clearly are creating all this drama, as you can see once again, are the British media. And they're using everybody else to spread their lies and propaganda over and over again. And this has got to stop. This has got to end. They need to leave Harry and Meghan alone. They need to leave Harry and Meghan's kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana, alone. Let them live their lives in peace. Let them enjoy their lives in California in peace. The only thing that UK media want with this visit is drama, stories, and also, of course, they'll expect a photograph from the palace of Charles with the kids, my family. If any such plans are in place, that's what UK media will want to be given by Charles in order for Charles to get good press from the UK media. That's what they'll need for them, my family. And my family, Harry and Meghan should keep on protecting their kids from the UK media. They should keep on protecting their kids from the UK tabloid media, because all they want is to exploit Archie. All they want is to exploit Princess Lilibet Diana, my family. That's all the UK tabloid media clearly, my family, want to exploit the kids, My family. Tom Quinn says that this feud has gone on for too long and that Charles is anxious to sort it out, but he knows it has to be on Harry and Meghan's home turf, particularly if he wants to see his grandkids, my family, and that Prince Harry will be open to welcoming his father to Montecito. However, Queen Camilla and William are said to be more hesitant about the visit. Camilla is understood to be concerned about the king's health. With his visit to New Zealand having been scaled back. Meanwhile, William can't understand his father's desire to see Harry. Now, all this stuff are lies. Because if Charles wanted to see Prince Harry, when Harry was in the UK, for the 10th anniversary service of the Invictus Games being held at St. Paul's Cathedral, Charles would have seen Harry, but clearly he did not want to. So then why now? Did he suddenly now want to see Prince Harry all of a sudden in family? Right now he wants to see Prince Harry? Now he cares about seeing Prince Harry? Now he's desperate to see Prince Harry and the kids? And Archie and Lilibet Diana? It's a lie. It's a lie. And we see right through this lie that has been created and my family fabricated by the British media. I've always said this, that of course Prince Harry wants peace with Charles and William. Of course he wants that. My family also, he must understand, these people don't want peace with him. The only thing they want is for Harry to be quiet. When they lie about him and Meghan, they want Harry quiet. When they send their minions to go after Harry and Meghan, they want her to be quiet. That's what the farm wants. They also want to destroy Harry and Meghan's union. That's all they want. But they don't want peace with Harry and Meghan. That, my family, I can assure you of. That you can be sure of, my family. And with people like that, even when you're speaking to them or talking to them, Harry and Meghan, please be careful. Be careful and don't allow Charles or anybody else to use you or find a way to also use your kids. Don't allow him to. Don't allow him or anyone to do that, Harry and Meghan. Don't allow them to do that. My family, I don't know about you, but if someone is relevant, you don't go through the hassle of calling someone, you know, at the White House to ask them a question or to ask them to ask a question on whether or not, you know, there are plans for King Charles to go over to Montecito to go and see Harry, Meghan and their kids. UK media only care about drama. That's all they care about. And for as long as the only thing they care about is drama, then clearly they don't want to heal this rift. They don't want this rift healed at all. They just want the drama. They just want the drama. And they want to keep on creating the news. You know? And my family, they must never be allowed to continue doing what they're doing. My family, I think I have said enough. You tell me kindly your thoughts about what we have discussed. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Libedana and Doria Rockland, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins. Love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. And also, Charles needs to apologize to Meghan for the pain he caused her. He needs to. Unless he does that, my family, everything he says is not genuine. My family, everything. Nothing Charles says is genuine. All he cares about is pleasing his press friends. That's all he cares about. My family. And perhaps maybe he's also trying to know more about, you know, Harry's phone hacking case, because that affects his friends and also affects him. My family. You know? So my family, Charles is someone who Harry must never ever trust, and whom Meghan must never ever trust. He's someone who doesn't wish well for Prince Harry and Meghan, and has never ever wished well for them, my family. Even the Queen, when she was alive, she made an effort to see Archie Lilibet. She gave Harry and Meghan security for them to be able to come over to the UK. When has Charles ever done that? When? He's never done that. But UK media want you to believe Charles cares. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Charles is a failure as a father to Prince Harry. He's a failure as a grandfather to Archie and Lilibet. He's a failure as a husband to the late Princess Diana. And my family is a failure even as king. As the head of state, King Charles is supposed to be a symbol of unity. But then how can he be that? When you look at his relationship with Prince Harry, it is non-existent. Practically, it's non-existent, my family. You know? They have a poor relationship because Charles refuses to even condemn attacks on his son. Refuses to condemn tabloids that are bullying his son. Why? Because he's part of the bullying. Or because he was good press for himself, or because he cares about getting good press for himself. That's all he cares about. And my family is so sad. It is so sad. He must never ever try, you know, pretending that he's someone who is a caring father or grandfather, because he's not. And whenever he tries to lie to the public that he's a caring father or grandfather, we'll continue calling him out and telling the truth. My family. And my family, Harry and Meghan, clearly are never ever irrelevant. They'll always be relevant, popular. And no amount of smear campaign will ever destroy Harry and Meghan or break them apart. Stay tuned to this video. Love you also forever, and may God bless each and every single one of you. Stay tuned to this video. Love you also forever, and may God bless you all, my family. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of the Sesko Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.